Warning, this video is not for kids, only for the ages 14 and up and for adult collectors. Thank you. Hey everybody, so this week we're doing another video, and this is from Bandai Nation, Tamashii Knight Baron Garua Masuki Naruto action figure. And I'm sorry if I butchered that, but yeah, that's a pretty long. Alright, so let's get a better look at the box itself. Right there, the name of the figure itself, it's holographic, kind of like blue. I like this. So, almost dropped that. So pretty much the reason I got this is, you guys want to know, I have never seen none of the Garo series, so I only seen maybe a couple episodes, but I never really got into it because it's hard to find. But one of the reasons I wanted to get this character is because of Kenji Masato. Right there's a photo of him. You may know him from, he came out in Kiva, he also came out in Hibiki. I'm a huge fan of this character. I just, I think he's cool. So that's the reason I got this one character, especially his armor is so cool. So now, let's get a better look on all the stuff it comes with, starting with the accessories. So right away, he only comes with 3 extra hands, one for his holding of his sword that he transforms with, and, well, let's just drop that, and another 2 hands, and I guess expressing the way he could be posing with the swords. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. Just right there, he can be touching the sword. And then the sword itself, it's cool. It has detail. It's very nicely painted and scope wise. But I'm not a fan of the design of the sword itself. But who cares? But you guys can see a better look at the details on the sword itself. It looks really nice. Not bad. I keep dropping it. All right. So now let's get a better look at the figure itself. Alright, so now let's test the articulation on this figure. So right away, you can tell that this figure does have a lot of board joints and articulation, but you can tell also right away it's limited by the scope and the design of this figure. So right now you guys can see that's the farthest you can lift the arm towards the sides. You can't bend it forward. You can see right there, that's good. But it is limited to raise his hands from the sides. He does have a board joint in his stomach. He does, I feel like it's a little loose. I don't know if it's mine, but I noticed right away, but the bone joint in the stomach is a little loose. He does turn to the side, but he is limited because of the scope of his armor. Again, let's test the ball joint. It's kind of loose, but yeah, who cares? And then forward, you can tell right away that's the farthest he can move forward. Again, with the design of this figure has limited articulation, even if it has a lot of joints. Right there, he does bend forward. He does have a bone joint, so he does have a little bit of ankle pelvis right there. Same here. His joints are loose, and yeah, they were actually stiff in the beginning. I actually loosened them with hot water. That's a trick you figure it out. Just hot water, rinse it for a while, and start loosening up. But yeah, now this arm right here actually came broken, and I told you that in the end of the story of the video, how it was broken, how I fixed it, and also that was part of the deal. I'll tell you all that detail in the end of the video. But yeah, but again, I noticed, like I said, the joints they were stiff in the beginning, and I loosened them up. Like I say, it's a really cool trick just using hot water. Okay, so now let's actually get a better look at the face itself. Right away, when it comes to this company that does this kind of figures, when it comes to the paintwork and the scope, it's just dead on crazy. Look at that. That looks so sick. I love stuff like this. It's just like, I don't know the whole story. It's just I think they're demon slayers, and they get these inherent like magic armors, and they all have a one trait that's wolf style, and I love wolves, so that's just a double fate, for me. But yeah, and also this thing is so sharp and pointy, so be careful with that. This thing can really poke your hand if you grab it too hard. But yeah, so now you guys, let's get a better look with the blade itself. I struggled a little bit putting the sword on. The hand was very stiff. It took me a while, but just to show you how it looks really cool actually. I'm definitely gonna have him display with the figure, with him holding the sword, just like, I don't know, just have him hold. It just looks really sick. It looks really cool. Um, but yeah, that's it. So now let's talk about the good and the bad about this figure. So the good is, this figure is amazing detail into it. The scope wise, paint wise, this figure is sick. The only bad thing about this figure for me is the limited of articulation. Even you can feel that this thing can do articulation because of the scope. This toy is limited. Um, so yeah, so I know SH Figure Arts came out with their own version of the of Garo figures, so I know they're more articulate than this one. So let's talk about price range. So right away, I actually got mine for $15, and you guys like what? 15. So this thing actually goes for about 40 to 50 to 60 to 70. I got it for 15 because this vendor in this convention, anime convention I went to, told me straight out that this toy is broken because they had a display and it fell down and the arm broke. So they asked me, give me your best offer. I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna 15, and they accepted my offer. So, and I'm like, yeah, I can fix that. So I did. I fixed it, and that was pretty much it. So that's an awesome deal. So this is definitely must have if you're a fan of the series. But right now, as of right now, you're probably gonna get it for about 50 to 60. But who knows? Maybe you can get it on the con because I did want this figure for many years. Even though I never watched the series, I just dig the design, especially as the character. So who knows? Maybe you can get a good deal like I did. So I hope you enjoyed this. This is Mr. Bushido signing out at K-Radic News. And keep collecting. And also, adios! And this is K-Radic signing out.